Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is the how does your ex feel about your bonus reading for September 2018. Now you guys will have, if you've been with me long enough, you've seen this reading probably a couple of times on the channel. I like to revisit it every few months, and that's what we're going to do as your bonus reading number one. There'll probably be another bonus reading sort of mid-September for you guys as well, along with another reading. So we're using the Tarot of Dreams Ciro Marchetti for this. It's a new deck, one of my new decks. I've had a few new decks lately, but I love this deck of cards because it's so vibrant and the pictures, you know, have a thousand meanings if you really take time. I read visually, intuitively, and also general knowledge of the cards. So I use three senses to explain my readings, which I love. We're also using the Hanson Roberts deck as Leo, your clarifier. Now the readings are shorter, they're around 30 minutes long, up to 30 minutes. I try and keep it if I can, because on the website, if this is purchased as a personal reading, it's about an hour and a half on the website. So we clarify all areas. I only clarify maybe one or two, if that, areas of a reading, okay, on the generals. So with that being said, we're going to start to have a look at this reading for Leo. Universe Spirit show me, this is a reading for Leo and their ex. Who is Leo's ex in their life right now? Who is Leo's ex in their own life right now? In position 1. In position 2, what is the strengths of this ex, good or bad? What are the strengths of this ex in position 2? In position 3, what are the weaknesses of this ex? What are this ex's weaknesses in position 3? In position 4, how does this ex feel for Leo? How does this ex feel for Leo? In position 5, how does Leo feel for this ex? How does Leo feel for this ex? In position 6, whoopsie-daisy. In position 6, what were the strengths in the relationship when Leo was in with this ex? What were the strengths in this relationship? In position 7, what were the weaknesses in this relationship when Leo was with the ex? What were the weaknesses in this relationship? In position 8, what is the likelihood of Leo and this ex reconciling? In position 8, what is the likelihood of Leo and this ex reconciling? In position 9, just give me an overview of who this ex is as a person. In position 10, what is the major block or challenge to Leo reconciling with this ex? In position 11, if Leo was to reconcile with this ex, what would be the outcome? And in position 12, if the ex should want to come back and want to reconcile with Leo, what should Leo do? Okay, let's have a look. Alright, who is this ex in their life right now? They are the Knight of Coins. Okay. This person could be pursuing sex, which Knight of Coins can. If you get a Knight of Coins in a love reading, because coins represent pleasure, this person can be in pursuit of pleasure or sex, okay, in pursuit of their desires, because pentacles are earth energy. So earth is not just about money. Earth isn't just about stability. Earth is also about food, sex, so things that give human beings pleasure, and sex is one of those things. So this person could be pursuing sex at the moment with the Knight of Coins, or just pleasure. The Knight of Coins also represents somebody who is perhaps pursuing business matters. This is somebody who's trying to build something for themselves. So it might be that the ex is trying to build something for themselves in terms of maybe a business idea, in terms of a career, for example, with the Knight of Coins energy. This ex at the moment might be very cautious as well, because the Knight of Coins represents somebody who moves very slowly. So this person might be very cautious in a particular endeavour with the Knight of Coins energy showing here too. This Knight of Coins can also show somebody who's being very cautious because they're being responsible, okay? So this could be caution in a relationship, it could be caution in a business affair, that type of thing. What is their strengths as a person? Their strength is in battle, the Five of Wands. This person stands up for their beliefs, I feel. with the Five of Wands energy. They're not afraid to fight the opposition, and they don't tend to back down. So this looks like a very, very strong and formidable character already with the Five of Wands energy. Now the Five of Wands doesn't promise a win, but what the Five of Wands talks about is, if I stand true to what my belief system is and fight against anyone who tries to oppose that, then there could be the chance of victory. This person has a strength with the Five of Wands, is somebody who will always stand up for what they believe in. They're a very strong and formidable character, and they find it very difficult to back down within a fight. The Five of Wands also means to build with others. So this person might be very good at working in a team, for example, especially if they're building something, perhaps a business idea, entrepreneurial idea with others with the Five of Wands. Their weakness is the King of Coins. I think their weakness is money. Remember, we've got 2 coin cards here, financial cards. Their weakness with the King of Coins, I think, is trying to attain financial stability. They will do something, and I think that their strength being the Five of Wands, where they tend to stand up for what they believe in, and they're not afraid. They're probably a very, very competitive person as well. Five of Wands represents to be competitive. So this person's probably, their strength is in the fact that they're very competitive. And they hate backing down in a fight because they always want to win. And I think this links in with their weakness. Probably very competitive because what they want to do with the King of Pentacles is reach the top. Especially in terms of business matters, career matters, money matters, with the King of Coins energy showing here. Which might be why with the Knight of Coins, this is about them pursuing a goal, building a goal. Being very diligent, being very cautious, but also very, very dedicated towards a particular goal, a particular aspiration, because they want to reach the top. They want to claim, they want financial stability, they want stability within their work. They want to reach their highest potential with the King of Pentacles, especially in financial and career matters, which is why as a strength, very, very competitive as an individual. How do they feel about you? They feel the Chariot. I feel that they feel with this Chariot energy torn between 2 roads, because that's what the Chariot is. The Chariot can mean a few things really. For some of you guys, this person emotionally might have locked their emotions down, because the Chariot also means to have control over one's emotions. So emotionally, how they might feel about you is that they've taken control of their emotions. They're not so open. They're very resistant to opening up emotionally to you, Leo, with the Chariot energy. So emotionally wise, this person might feel the need to contain, to hold back on their emotions and on their true feelings concerning you with the Chariot. The other way to look at the Chariot in terms of how somebody feels about you is they're just pursuing pleasure. They're just pursuing something for pursuing it, for the sake of pursuing it. Because the Chariot is also a card that says, look, I'm just pursuing. I want to take action, but it's not for love's sake, because it's not a romantic card. So their feelings might be, well, I want to pursue something with Leo here, but it's not necessarily romance. Sometimes the Chariot means I want to get to the end stage, the end goal, and that is victory. But I know that I've got a lot of things, a lot of obstacles that I'm going to need to overcome. So I do feel in a way that for some of you guys, it depends what we see with the Chariot. And I'm probably going to get a clarity card, because the Chariot has so many meanings in terms of feelings. Chariot can mean that you're pulled in 2 directions concerning an individual. Let's have a look at what the Chariot is about. Why does the X feel the Chariot for Leo? Why does the X feel the Chariot for Leo? The first card to explain why, second card to clarify the first. Why does the X feel the Chariot for Leo? Right, the Knight of Wands. So this means moving forward in terms of your passions. This person's probably very driven with that Knight of Wands energy. The reason for this person being driven is the Seven of Wands. Wanting to fight for something here. However, I'm looking at the Knight of Wands because I read tarot, and I also read in terms of interacting the cards. So what I'm looking at is the Knight of Wands not looking into the Seven of Wands character. Okay, he's not looking to take part in this fight, because he's not looking to pursue this. Because it's almost like the Knight of Wands, if it was facing this way, it would be looking, it's got 2 fire energies here as well. So I feel that in a way this person feels pushed in 2 directions concerning you. I think emotionally wise this person feels torn. I think also emotionally wise this person's keeping their emotions under wraps with the Chariot energy. I would have read this differently if this knight had been charging into this to break up this fight. Possibly if the Knight of Wands was rushing into that Seven of Rods, what they're looking to do. They're very passionate and they have a great deal of self-belief that if they can get through, that they can try and dispel this fire energy. But you can't put fire on fire, it just makes it worse. So this person here is out of it. I feel that this person's exited a challenge. They're looking in another direction. They're not focused on fighting you. They're not focused on the challenge. The Seven of Wands can mean several things in terms of love. It can mean on fighting for a relationship. It can mean that you've got challenges and problems within a relationship. I feel that this person is both the Seven of Rods and the Knight of Rods. This person is tired. It's almost like they've given up on the fight, because he or she, the Knight of Rods, is looking towards the Knight of Coins. What they're looking to do now is pursue a long-term goal, the Knight of Coins, possibly in business and career. And they know that in order to do this, what they need to do is turn their back on this. So what I'm seeing is the ex turning its back on the fight, giving up on trying to fight for the relationship, turning its back on the challenges that maybe it felt that it faced within the relationship, Leo. And now it's focusing more on career matters, money matters, building maybe something more stable for itself, because its weakness is the King of Coins. It wants to achieve, you know, prosperity, abundance, achieve stability, perhaps. And in order to do that, this person knows it's got to be competitive, because it has the pursuit of a goal that it's trying to build. But this person, it's almost like the ex feels, well, I can't build these other things in my life if I concentrate on trying to dispel this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move out of this energy so that I can pursue my own goals. And that's why I feel that this person has blocked off their emotions concerning you with the Chariot. How do you feel towards the ex? I feel that some of you guys feel very depressed. I think that you're feeling very hurt. I think for some of you guys with this Moon card, you feel very... There's two ways to look at the Moon. The Moon can mean that you feel enlightened. You have a sixth sense about them. But also for me, this almost feels like you feel very confused and very hurt, because the Moon is water energy as well. So the Moon can say, in terms of how I feel, is very up and down. Emotionally, I feel at odds and ends. There is an emotional imbalance, I feel, with this Moon energy showing here. Some of you guys aren't sure as well, I think, with the Moon in terms of how you feel with this Moon energy showing here. Because this person wanted to leave behind the challenge. This person wasn't focused on defending or fighting for the relationship anymore. They were more focused on building up their own world instead of yours. And it's confused you, it's hurt you quite a great deal, I think, Leo, with this Moon energy. What were the strengths in the relationship when you were together? The Page of Swords. I think the strength was in learning about each other with the Page of Swords. I think that there was strength in communication here with this Page of Swords energy. I think the strength was in the development of new ideas, because the Page of Swords is a student. It's always learning. It's always growing through learning. There's intellectual learning here. There's communication with a Page of Swords. Page of Swords, in terms of a love reading, can also mean building relationship through communication. So I think that you had some really good communication showing here. And I think that to some extent, there might have been some form of honesty as well, because the Page of Swords represents to stand up for the truth and to be honest. So I think there was clarity of language here in the relationship. I think it was very much on a communicative basis, on an intellectual basis, that there was strength in this relationship. But the weakness was the Hermit. One of you, Leo, was very focused on something else. There was also, with this Hermit energy, something you found out. A light was shone. I want to see where that Hermit is facing, actually. What's the light facing towards? I'll just pick another card. What's the Hermit facing in on? Show me what that lamp is facing towards. What was the truth? The weakness was the truth, the clarity that had been achieved here. What's the light being shone on? The Two of Cups. I mean, Two of Cups reversed. No, Six of Cups. Is that, yeah, Six of Cups in the reverse. I feel that there was transparency here in this relationship. This was the weakness, that there was transparency, that there seems to have been a, what's the word I'm looking for? A continuous cycle of past energies coming up into the relationship. Six of Cups in the reverse can either mean the future, or it can mean something that's been buried in the past. An unended cycle, bad memories, is the Six of Cups in the reverse. And I think that the weakness in this relationship is that it did become quite apparent with this Hermit energy. Remember, the Hermit is an investigator within the tarot as well. So I think that there became a transparency with this Hermit energy, that there were things from the past that hadn't been resolved in this relationship, but not necessarily things in the past that hadn't been resolved just in this relationship, but I think for the both of you, that you hadn't resolved old childhood hurts, pain, difficulties. There's a non-resolution when it comes to the Six of Cups in the reverse. Still looking at the past, and sometimes these are things that haven't been resolved from the past, still living in the past. However, it was lovely because I like the Page of Swords. And I think if you've got the Page of Swords as a strength in a relationship, there might have been some clarity of speech here. You might have both spoken about your desires, your ideas for the future, with this Page of Swords energy being the strength. Because he's young and he's just starting to develop his ideas. He's starting to develop knowledge. So I think the strength of this relationship was starting to develop knowledge, but a conjugal knowledge of where you both wanted to drive this relationship. However, the weakness was, there were certain things. The truth of the matter was, in the weakness area, that what you were really looking at with the Six of Cups in the reverse is that things hadn't been resolved. Old childhood hurts, pain, difficulties, old relationships. There's still the non-resolution of these things, even though you were talking about the future and your desires and your ideas for the future in this relationship through communication, talk mainly. The honesty with the Hermit looking into the Six of Cups in the reverse is that there was a non-resolution of past conflicts, things that hadn't been resolved. And I think it was from both of your perspectives. Both of you hadn't resolved old things, old situations, even though you talked about with this Page of Swords energy, new things, new life, new beginnings. It would be difficult with the Page of Swords energy to start building on those ideas if you still haven't resolved things from the past with the Six of Cups in the reverse. And what hadn't been resolved with the Six of Cups in the reverse, in two cards, the first card to tell me what it was and the second card to clarify what the first card is. What hadn't been resolved from the past? Unhappiness, Four of Cups, discontentment. There you go, in the Five of Cups, about a past love. So I think what hadn't been resolved from the past was that someone had been rejected in a relationship and it's still causing a great deal of pain. So there was a sense of fear here in this relationship that this would happen again. And maybe, just maybe, the ex has moved out of this. Because maybe the ex has turned its back on. It could be, in a way, Leo, the challenges that you were presenting to this ex. Was it you that had been rejected and still that hurt stays with you with the Five of Cups? Is that why we have the transparency, the awakening of the Hermit with his lamp, seeing exactly that there were unresolved issues from the past, Six of Cups in the reverse, that someone had been rejected and this has caused a great deal of hurt with the Five of Cups? Who was it that had an unresolved issue? One of you had an unresolved issue here. If it's the ex, they decided to move on. They didn't want to carry on fighting for this relationship. Maybe they know that there's unresolved issues with someone that resolved them. In other words, I think that either you or the ex had a soulmate. You were not the natural soulmate of this individual. And they knew it. They knew it. You spoke about these new beginnings with the Page of Swords. The new ideas that you wanted to start instigating in the relationship, Page of Swords energy. Lots of communication around that. But somebody hadn't resolved issues from the past, and that's a past breakup with these two cards here. So therefore the ex now, the feelings are to block their feelings off. Because they can't be bothered to fight for the relationship, or they can't be bothered with your challenges. If it's you that has indeed experienced a rejection from the past. One of you has a soulmate from the past that you weren't truly over, and that's why this relationship probably simply couldn't work. What is the potential for reconciliation between you and this ex? Yeah, there is. Ace of Cups. There's every potential here, because there's still love here. There's still care here. With the Ace of Cups, you could renew this relationship. The Ace of Cups is all about a new relationship. It's about renewal, healing, forgiveness. So there is potential for healing in this relationship. Ace of Cups energy. There is potential for renewal with the Ace of Cups energy. But what is blocking you from having this? The Seven of Cups in the reverse. There is a realization here. There is a realization here. The options are very small. But more than anything, there's a realization. I'll get a clarity card on that as well. What's this realization with the Seven of Cups in the reverse in 2 cards? First card to tell me what it is, second card to clarify the first. What's this realization? The Lovers jumps out. What is it about the Lovers? What is it about the Lovers? The Ace of Swords. Is this person communicating with a loved one? The Ace of Swords is all about communication, and the Lovers is about a partnership. Or is the Lovers about a choice to sever? Choice, Lovers, severance, Ace of Swords. Or is the clarity that this person, the Lovers, is in love with a soulmate, and the Ace of Swords, this is the one. They are certain of this. There is a great awareness that this person loves somebody else. This is a soulmate combination as well, Ace of Swords and Lovers. Is there an awareness that this person is in love with somebody else? I think that there is love here. I think there is potential for love. I think there is the potential for healing and forgiveness. But I feel what blocks this potential is the realization that this relationship, either that your relationship here has been severed. Perhaps the trust has been severed with this relationship. Or is there anything to do with blockages here? Because this could be communication is being blocked. With the Lovers, communication has been blocked. Has somebody not answered your calls, for example? Are you not answering this person's calls? Because this is the blockage card of the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Swords can be communication, and the Lovers is a relationship. So is this relationship, is communication within this relationship blocked? Or has somebody made a decision to block communication in this relationship? As a whole, who is this person overall? They are the Eight of Wands. They're a freedom seeker, is this Eight of Wands person. They're very proactive. They tend to try and live life to the full if they can with the Eight of Wands energy. They're an ideas person with the Eight of Wands energy. They're very fit, very healthy. They like the gym with the Eight of Wands energy. Very busy with the Eight of Wands energy. They also have a very high vibration with the Eight of Wands energy. So they're very self-aware. And they showed it as here. They showed us having a great intent. Just from their weakness being money, goal setting, King of Coins. Potential to climb higher, perhaps in career. Their weakness is for stability. Finding the right person for them. But I think this is more about career. They're in pursuit of stability, Knight of Coins. They're building a career. They're building a life for themselves because their weakness is that they want to be as stable as possible, King of Coins, which is why their strengths are in competition, in battle, because they won't stop until they get to the top. And this person couldn't allow challenges to get in the way of that. So they remove themselves with this Knight of Rods from the challenge and batten down their emotions for you. Now, it's interesting that they batten down it because there's still love here in the reconciliation area. You're upset, some of you guys are, with the Moon energy because the strengths where you had these ideas that you shared, that you wanted to build on with the Page of Swords. and that you wanted to instigate. However, the truth of the matter in the weakness area is there were unresolved issues from the past. Namely, one of you was rejected and hurt in a relationship. This would have been the true soulmate. And therefore, though there is the potential for healing on both sides within this relationship, the Ace of Cups, what blocks any reconciliation is the truth. Seven of Cups in the reverse. No longer the dream, no longer an illusion, but the truth. Perhaps that this relationship has been severed and blocked. Perhaps communicating with this lover has been blocked. Maybe there is no way to get in touch with this individual with these three cards. If you were to come back together and reconcile, what would be the outcome? And also, if this person had a soulmate, lovers and the Ace of Swords together, this person might have been in two minds. This is what stopped them thinking, yes, Leo is the one. Because there was always somebody else on their mind, and there's a realization of that too. Now, if you were to come back together, the outcome would be the Three of Cups. Joy, friendship, happiness. But remember, it is only the Three of Cups, so this could simply be, you know, celebration. But how far do we go along the line with the Three of Cups? It is only a number 3. And plus it's a cup card. It doesn't show a pentacle card. It's not a 10 of coins. It's not a 10 of cups even. It's a 3 of cups. So even if you came back together, it would be nice with the 3 of cups energy. A lot of joy. A lot of laughter. A lot of happiness. A lot of celebration, perhaps partying. But how far down the line does that translate to something more stable? Possibly not. Can be weddings as well, and engagements. Can be building a family, the 3 of cups. But again, it's a cup energy and it is a number 3. If this ex came back to you, what should you do, Leo? Strength. Well, strength is a neutral card. Is it that you would need to have the courage of your convictions with the strength energy? Would you need to put the X on a leash? But you see, you're Leo, so this is your card. You would need to assert yourself, I feel, with this strength energy showing up here. I want to see why you would need to do strength. I think more than anything, you'd need to assert yourself if this ex were to come back. Because I don't think this is a bad thing entirely in this relationship reading. I really don't. I just think that somebody did definitely have unresolved issues from the past, mainly a breakup. And they never got over it. And that was their true soulmate. That was the person that they really wanted to be with. I don't think that they were entirely honest with you on that. You spoke about a lot of things with the Page of Swords, but there was still finding out that there were unresolved issues. And probably you found out, you were the hermit looking into this, you did your research, and you found that this, and I think it was the ex that had the unresolved issues, and they couldn't be bothered to stick around for the fight, to carry on fighting for this relationship, because they knew they had unresolved issues with an ex. So I think that your ex had unresolved issues with an ex. But there's still love here. There's still love. The potential for reconciliation is the Ace of Cups, healing, renewal. But if they came back to you, you would need to have strength. You would need to do strength, assert yourself. And why would Leo need to do strength in 2 cards? Why would Leo need to do strength in 2 cards? Also, the strength card could mean that you need to kind of hold back from making a rash decision. Because you're the lion on the card, Leo. And the woman above the lion is your intuition. So for some of you guys, you would need to hold back slightly before rushing back in. And the reason for that is the Hanged Man. And the 10 of coins. The Hanged Man. So we were asking, well, what's this card about? Well, it's about the Hanged Man. Why is it that you need to hold back from rushing in? I think the lion and the lady is both you. So for me, your advice is have strength. Is this to have belief? I don't think it is. I think it's to hold back on your desire, because the lion represents to have a desire. Lions always have a desire to eat what they want, to eat their prey, and they'll rush towards it. But the woman above the lion really is saying, hold back on your passion. So for me, this is about you guys holding back on this passion. Because I think that with the Hanged Man, holding back on your passion, it's about the Hanged Man. And this is about, I don't even think it's about looking at something from a different perspective. It might be that you need to do that with the Hanged Man energy. You need to take time out with the Hanged Man energy. Perhaps distance yourself a little bit with this Hanged Man energy just to gain a perspective, a certain perspective on whether there can be, with this Ten of Coins energy, growth, stability in the future with that Ten of Coins. The Hanged Man often means, and I'm not talking about surrendering to this because I don't think there's anything to surrender to. I think this person's got unresolved issues. And remember, when you do tarot, you can read it in an amalgamation of ways. You don't just read tarot one way, you can read it in all sorts of ways. But this is all about, this card here is telling you why you need to do this. Okay? You need to do this. And I'm going to read the Hanged Man as you, I think. I'm not going to read it as this person because it doesn't look like this person's with anyone at the moment. There might be, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're still stuck on someone from the past. You know, it might also be, I mean, if this Hanged Man energy is the ex, then this person is stopping themselves from fully building, I think, a relationship with you. Because when you get the Hanged Man, it represents to feel stuck. So perhaps this person, if they did come back, they wouldn't make a full commitment between the Hanged Man and the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins is all about building a stable, strong, long-term relationship, partnership with another individual. But the Hanged Man doesn't do anything. He remains very passive to the energy of the Ten of Coins. So it might be that you need to hold back on your desires. Because I think that you still have a desire for this ex. You're showing your feelings are showing as the moon. Uncertainty. Depression for some of you guys. Feelings that are one day up, feelings that are one day down. And when you have feelings of the moon, you do still in one way still love an individual. There's still feelings there. It's just that they're all jumbled up because you don't really know what's going on. Some of you guys might still dream about this individual with this moon energy showing here. But I feel that what the reading is saying, Leo, is you need to do strength. If they were to come back, you would need to restrain a little bit from this individual. Because this person might be very passive in terms of taking action in building something strong for the future. Because they, you know, this is all talk. Page of Swords is an all talk card. So the strength in your relationship was all about talk and communication. And when you're in something with someone, you can talk till the cows come home. But unless you're willing to build it with an individual, it's no point. And it looks like this person kind of gave up in the end because they realised that you understood and you saw that they were still stuck on someone from the past. So what they wanted to do was just concentrate on building themselves up in this area here. Because when you know that the partner knows something about you and there's nothing that you can really do about it, and you can't hide it and you can't deny it, what are you meant to do? This person did a quick one. They exited. They exited the storm. They exited the problems. They exited the need to try and defend or protect or fight for this relationship and focus more on their career and building their long-term plans with the Knight of Coins energy, because they recognised that you found out that they were still they still had unresolved issues from the past. They were rejected, or they had to give something up and it made them very sad. A relationship, a person, somebody that they're still stuck on. This person will probably not take much action in terms of building a relationship with you. They'll come back, but they still will be doing the same old, same old. There'll be no change concerning what this person does. They'll hold back with the Hanged Man energy from trying to build this strong, stable, loving relationship with you. So the best thing for you guys, I think, to do is to hold back here. Okay, that's your reading, Leo. Please nip over to your generals. It's right next door. Take care. Bye-bye.